doing? This is Cory Hunter, and welcome to another episode. Yeah, thank you for joining me as I search through YouTube to find dope black web series to show love to. And with that said, man, I have to vent because it's crazy out here. We know, as we all know, that YouTube have a bunch of content. It's a bunch of stuff happening. It's a bunch of clips. It's a bunch of shows, and so forth and so on. I chose to focus on black web series because I don't think that get enough love. There's a lot of people who can't name 10 black web series. And I don't know, maybe it's fair that there's a lot of people who just can't name 10 web series, period. But black web series definitely have underrepresentation. So I'm going to bring that forth. Why is it so hard to find something that's good? It's crazy out here. It's really tough just nailing down or finding just black web series. And there's a few issues that I run into. There's a bunch of them out there, and I know there's people it's Awkward Black Girl, there's Giants, there's Tough Love, there's what is it? Black and Sexy. But it's dated. Know what I'm saying? These series came out a few years ago. I was trying to do an updated list. I'm trying to do something from 2019 to 2020. And everything that I just named is before that. So currently, we just out here slipping, right? That's what y'all telling me, that we out here slipping. Second, their social media is not on point, man. You would think if you put a hashtag and look for some things, that you would find some things, and they hashtag just isn't on point, or maybe it just didn't hit the top percentile, so it's just not showing up on my feed. But it's just tough finding black web series. And all right, that's cool, because I struggle with that too in terms of marketing and getting your stuff out there. YouTube is a whole struggle, and so is Facebook and all that. I get it. But when I find a page or when I find a web series, then it's the first thing is I found a few web series that got one episode or two episodes, and it's that's where it stopped. It's not they dropping it according to a tactic or a schedule or a strategic plan. It's just two episodes and that's that, and they call themselves a series. Nah, that's not gonna fly with me. I'm not putting that on the list. If you did one or two episodes, man, you're gonna have to hold that. You're better off calling that a pilot, because I would have took that. I would have took a pilot. I would have took a short film, whatever the case may be. But you calling it episode 1 or episode 2, no, nah. If you're giving me anything, 4 episodes, I could rock with. If you give me 4 episodes, all right, I consider that a full series if it's on the YouTube. But you giving me 1 or 2, you bugging. You're bugging, and you're getting no love over here, right? Another thing is their YouTube pages suck. There's a lot of YouTube pages that just suck. And I don't know, man. They got a decent amount of subscribers. Some of them got a decent amount of views. But their page suck. Connect your YouTube to your other social media. That's common sense. Put your show in the playlist. That's also common sense. What is they doing out here? Make sure it looks pretty. Yeah, man, and make your YouTube page look dope. If you have the resources to create an entire production, then you got the resources to create a dope YouTube page, a dope YouTube banner, because there's a lot of them out here slipping. My biggest pet peeve is this playlist. Yo, why isn't the show on the playlist? That's crazy. And man, I could keep going on and on. Of course, there's keywords. Some of the titles is a little nuts. I ain't gonna get into it. Okay, so with that said, let's dive into the web series at hand. Lea The Late Bloomer. So, yeah, man, it's a good series. It's very relatable. But before I really jump into all the positive things, man, let's get all the negative stuff out the way. And there's really only one negative thing I have to say about it, and that's that the audio sucks. Yeah, man, the audio just didn't match up at times. Sometimes the audio go from good to bad. It was noticeable. You know what I'm saying? For me to notice it, it was a problem. So you know what they say about audio. What they say about audio is that you can watch something bad if the quality isn't up to par, so as long as the audio is good. As long as the audio is good and people can follow along, people will rock with you. But if you got like a dope image and you got a horrible audio, then people isn't gonna bang with you, all right? Because nobody want to watch something and they struggling to figure out what's going on. That's not necessarily the case here. The audio is not that bad. You get me? But you can tell the change in quality. Um, like I said, it goes from okay to bad because it's never good. All right, it just goes from okay to bad, and it is a little bit distracting. It's it definitely take a blow at the quality of it. With that said, the shots is cool. The shots is nice. They play with lighting a little bit, but for the most part, they play with natural lighting. I did enjoy the outside scenes. The reason I enjoy outside scenes is because as small filmmakers, as beginning filmmakers, or filmmakers on a budget, the sun is your best friend. All right, the sun takes care of everything, and it allows you to not have to log around extra equipment. It allows you to do guerrilla shoots. The sun is just magical, right? The actors was looking good. Usually, when you shoot black actors in the sun, if you don't have the correct camera settings, then things can go bad for you. Exposure is a thing. Mastering the settings of the camera is a thing, and they definitely got that down pat, and I appreciated that. First episode, they managed to film a scene at a diner. I respect the hustle. Getting locations to film at is always tough. You go anywhere and you say you're making a movie and they think you're rich and they're expecting all this money, or they're trying to hustle you out of money, or the location just had a bad experience with a previous film crew, so they don't want to rock with you. So anytime a location show you love, that's part of the hustle. That's a small victory in itself. So every time in the series when they popped up at a different location, I did enjoy it. The diner scene was more noticeable than anything. Also in the credits they showed the diner love. That's what's up. You always got to be humble. You always got to show appreciation and be grateful for people helping you attain and achieve your vision. So that's what's up. There was dope conversations in episode 2. They focus on hair, and hair is a big thing in the black community. They go through the whole self-love speech thing and staying true to oneself by staying natural. For those of you who don't know, for any other ethnicity and race, going natural is almost second nature, except when it comes to black people. This is a big deal, and if you don't know, go ask somebody. So, after this woke-ass speech in episode 3, she pops up at a reunion with straight hair. Now that's golden. That's what I'm talking about. That's pretty much what makes this series so dope. We talk about being proud and happy and kings, and then every now and then we fold. And it just makes the character relatable, and it makes the web series dope. So, with that said, after the whole hair speech in episode 2 and episode 3, she pops up with straight hair, and no more talk of hair is mentioned, or so we think. I'm not going to tell you what happens, but it was a nice setup, and then boom, it was definitely a nice payoff. Episode 3 deals with our main character's insecurities, and of the 3, it's my favorite episode. There was nice shots, like I said, decent lighting. Only thing you really have to do is just brave through some of the tough audio. The cast is dope. The cast is cool. Of course, like most of the web series, is the main character, who also in the credits seemed to be the writer and take on other responsibilities. So she's wearing multiple hats, but she's talented. She helps give this series a genuine feeling, and that's something that's underrated. So she definitely lent that to the series. And there we have it, Lea The Late Bloomer. I would recommend it. It's dope. It's also 8 minutes an episode, about 8 minutes, 10 minutes within that range. Yeah, man, it's not a crazy investment. It's a nice treat. And that's what we're looking for, man. Like for beginning filmmakers, like I said, you just want to get your ideas off the ground. You want to jump into it, and this is how I think you should jump into it. Not everybody want to come out with the red carpets, and like I said, they want to do these 50-minute, 40-minute shows and whatnot. That's tough without a budget. Like, who's financing you? Even with a budget, people is folding out here, right? If you look at this web series, you can tell it was a team behind this, like a whole full-fledged team. Like I said, I did Swiping the web series. We got stuff in the works, and yeah, man, it's hard to do it all yourself. It's like a full-fledged team here just grinding. You don't want to come out here with that type of, you don't want that type of weight on your shoulders your first time out here. If you want to get your feet wet, I would say do something that's a short film, because not because I'm underestimating anybody, or like I said, trying to deter you or whatever. What I'm trying to do is inspire you and give you confidence. And I think finishing something is its own reward. You do a series, you knock out one episode, that's nice, but it doesn't feel finished. It's not its own reward. Not unless you finish everything that you wrote. So there you have it. Like I said, Lea The Late Bloomer. Check it out. That's the name of the YouTube page. You can't miss it. Lea, Lea, and The Late Bloomer. I'm Cory Hunter. Check me out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave some comments. Like I said, I love a good dialogue. Check out Swiping the web series. There's currently 20 episodes up there. Me knocking it out. Much love to the cast. Appreciate them very much. And yeah, until next time.